Hey guys, this is Hikikomori Gamer speaking today. Uh, so I was reviewing an earlier version of Yandere Simulator, which was build April 9th, 2017, and I was mistakenly thinking that that was actually the latest build as of the 14th of April 2017, and so this is the April 10th build. And so today I have no promises. All I will do is try to look for some very vast changes, if any. But and today we'll actually attempt to unscrew the AC unit on top and try to jam somebody inside and see if it actually works or if that's just another vapor feature. So we're going to go ahead and start. And I'm going to lower my audio a little, because sometimes it's just better, uh, hearing my voice over the music. Okay. So I guess we're starting on a Tuesday instead of a Monday. This has been a little different, I guess, or maybe I've just been out of it. I don't know. In terms of being updated with builds, but I chose the lowest settings on this because I truly believe that it's just better to start from the lowest settings and then adjust the menu uh, uh, for performance, because there's a new menu in there that lets you actually adjust the settings in the game. So I feel a little better about that. Fortunately, we're still at 7 frames per second. Yeah. I'm actually getting the impression that I actually didn't do the lowest settings. I'm in Yandere mode, and I don't want that. So I turn off the outlines because I believe the game just looks so much better without outlines. Check out my last video on why. Post alien scenes is off, bloom is all off, everything off, 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 off. We don't need it. Shadows are off. It just looks so much better this way. Except I'll leave the distant animations on. That's something I'm really willing to turn on and leave on there. So okay. Um. So I guess first thing is the frame rate is still pretty darn awful. So um, that's not good news. So I expect the game to kind of be able to have a better frame rate. It's like this is I understand this is running straight out of integrated graphics, but I shouldn't have to run this game at dedicated graphics in uh, my laptop's dedicated graphics card in order to run this game at full 60 frames per second. This should run without no problems at 60 frames per second on a integrated chipset, and unfortunately that's not been happening. So that's one of the major issues where the code is going to have to be rewritten because that can't keep going. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find a special hairstyle. If you haven't watched my last video, there's this really um, AKB hairstyle. Like, it's literally just. I'm pretty sure they took it off like an AKB member because it just seriously looks exactly like Tani Marika or something like that, or like I don't know, some Kamen Yoshi member. But there's just so much to cycle through. It's crazy. I mean, I really think that there should be an option to for custom character customization. This is here. That's horrendous. That graphical artifact. Yeah, there you go. I mean, that looks exactly. I don't know, like whoever it is, but like, it looks like with the hairstyle. It looks AKB, and I always go onto the gym and undress and get some nice clothes on. But I really think there should be a character customization, at least in terms of hairstyles, and more in-depth customization at the start, um, more than just the uniform. Um, but here we are, and I think what we want to do today is really not do anything too crazy. What we really want to do is go into the rooftop and test out the AC unit and see if that actually does anything. And I was testing it on the April 9th and it didn't do anything, so we're doing it on the April 10th. Okay, teleport to rooftop. Here we go. There's a knife there. We don't want that. We want the full screwdriver to unlock our bent on the AC unit. English, class tree 2, the chairman's office, which is all empty. No chairman what to be found. I think I have to go into a second level to get to the music room in order to get into the screwdriver. Again, disclaimer here is that if I don't make it with the AC unit, if it doesn't work, then I completely just rule it out as not being a feature. As I said in my last video, if I have to go and do so much, and that line is moving there, I don't know what that is. You see, must be something. But if I have to go and dig so deep in order to get into a feature, I don't. I completely just disregard it. So if it doesn't work as it is, then it's like I'm not going to work some magic and get it to work. Um, it's like some say, well, it's an Easter egg, and it's like no, it's really tough because it's like you're not supposed to go through all those hoops in order to activate a feature. It's like it's a gimmick. And I shouldn't have to do that. If it's a gimmick, it's not a feature. And that AC unit is almost like it's been touted as a feature where you can just drag and drop somebody and just throw it into the ventilation blade. And so, it's like if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's what it is. That's the end of the story. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So here we go. Light music art. In here, you can change your persona. This, weird psychological disorder type of thing. Changing your state machine there. Looks much better. This is something that should be customizable at like the start screen. Another problem is that. Well, actually, I was going to summon the weapons here, but you can't find the screwdriver here, so I have to go to the science club, which is in the third floor. But you have to actually go and summon the weapons in that menu, in the turtle menu, and that's not a good way to implement the debug menu. It's either a debug menu or it's not. So, I know he's trying to make it cute, but it's not working. It's like, you gotta make it a debug menu, otherwise it's not going to be a debug menu if I have to go through all the hoops to make it work. Where is the science room? Computer. I might as well join the computer, the game club, and play a video game while I'm at it. Get myself a nice decal on my head. What should I play? I should play Yandere Racer, Yandere Kart, or whatever it is. This computer looks so crappy. Where's the curve displays? Then you can hear the AC unit over there. So first things first, we have to find the science club. And get the screwdriver. After that, there we go. Then we can open the door here. And then we should be able to get a screwdriver and then be able to unscrew the ventilation unit. If it doesn't work, then it's totaled. I'll bread it off. That's one of the problems with design is that you go on the bottom and the cat doesn't even work. So it's like, why have the cat? It's like doesn't work. It takes, you go on the profiler and this thing is probably, the profiler in Unity is probably, look at this frame rate, it's horrendous. It's probably screaming. There's so many things in here that, man. Okay, so this one doesn't unscrew, but you're supposed to be able to unscrew it, so on the other side. And apparently there's not even a way to do it anymore. You can't do it. Maybe we have to sabotage someone first. Attack. There we go. Drag and drop. Okay. Speed up time. Get a serious frame drop. Well, that's not too bad, but... So I think we can kind of confirm right off the bat that this is not going to work out. There's no way to trigger this. Whoops. And which, by the way, one of the biggest problems with this game is that there's several controller layouts. I'm on a Wii U controller, so it gives me an Xbox layout, and I have to figure out the key mappings for that. And when you're like trying to destroy somebody or trying to do an action, I am not going to go to the menus and experiment. I mean, what's A in the Xbox controller is going to be like, I don't know, what is it here? B? Nope. Nope. A? No. Yeah, it's the... Yeah, I mean, it's A, but it's like, it's weird. It's not properly mapped. So... So yeah, I don't think that can be unscrewed, and so... Boop. It doesn't unscrew, so... Again, if I have to do a certain amount of patterns to get into that... That doesn't sound too good. Well, I guess the last thing we gotta do is, go into a killing spree here. And just, start destroying everybody. Because that's what we do in Yandere Simulator. I'll leave Tomoko alone. There we go. Destroy the hell out of her. There we go. I'll drag somebody down there and go into the first floor. Teleport. Okay, and I'll speed up the time. See, if you speed up the time, the NCPs can't catch you. So, and among the problems in this build of the game, and there she goes. Oh, it seems to be working. Okay, waypoints are not waypoints, but the AI is working, I guess. Yeah, it's bugging out. So we can kind of infer that the developer is probably marking off the characters. The NCP is only going so far, so it's like this whole entire school is to be way smaller. And wow, this is pretty weird. But anyway, so among the problems that are occurring is that this is too big. Okay, this is too big, and it's drawing all these things and is dropping the frame rate. So not only does this have to be rewritten from scratch, there's level design changes that are going to have to be so profound that this is not going to cut it. This is probably even drawing the cat all the way over there. I mean, I could go and turn off the distant animations, but I shouldn't have to do that. You can kind of see it's moving a little weird. I'll turn it back on, I guess. Yeah, it's a little. I think it's moving a little more fluid. But if I go and speed this up, the AI has to improve. I mean, it's like, wow, and the steps are kind of working now, so that's a plus. Yeah, so it doesn't go beyond the bounds. It's there's this NPCs on, and the NPCs don't know. There's an invisible barrier. I mean, the frame rate has probably improved a little. Well, actually, never mind. No, take that back. It hasn't improved, especially when you speed up time. And using the wrong clock. Okay, well, I think she's gonna catch up eventually. I think there's some timing problems with that. If I speed it up and the NCPs are running in different pace, and that's probably a problem. Running through those trees, and I think I'm gonna get busted. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I think the timing has to be fixed. Maybe we should go and forgive the sins. So, forgive all sins. So, I'm assuming if I teleport to the top, and actually I can't even use the menu anymore. That's weird. I can't use the menu. So I guess I have to do it manually. I can't teleport to the rooftop. That's gonna be a challenge. Because now I got this NPC running around. It's actually a bug itself. If I can't get to the debug menu, then no. That's a turbo bug. This is a big ass turbo bug. If I can't get into the menu. What was the key? Like 5? Nope. Wow. No, that's not it. I can't get to the debug menu, so. And I want to play fair, so I don't want to turn on some mode that will give me some advantage. I just want to get to the rooftop. Or at least to the music club. Well, let's just speed up time a little more and just go around. And then... Is she running around? Okay. Well, see that it's kind of nice because oh, nope. Yeah, see, I have to. This is so creepy. She's gonna get me now, so. Ah! I need to forgive all sins. So in order to do that, I have to go up. And I have to get the NPC stuck somewhere. I have to, like, crash it or something. I have to... Oops, where am I? Now. Yep. I think this is the end of it. For the April 10th build of Yandere Simulator, our our AC doesn't work. We can't unscrew the ventilation unit, so oh, that's too bad. Well, I guess I'll see you guys around and for the next build of Yandere Simulator, whenever that'll be. Thanks a lot, guys.